under EC2, the first thing which we were learning was AMI, Amazon Machine Image, and then we went to the AMI catalog, how basically we have started the EC2 AMI catalog, and after that the second part of it we started under the EBS. We have seen how to create the volume and how to take the snapshot of that volume. That is nothing but your backup. Snapshot is your backup. Now under the same we do have what do we call life cycle manager. It is again uh, an option under the EBS. We'll be learning the third part of it, like where you will be having network and security of EC2. In that there will be five option, and each option we will be learning one by one. You can also verify by using the lab. Just see here, we have started with the EC2. If I'll go back into the EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud, I have started the images, right? We have completed the AMIs and AMIs catalog, these two part. Under the EBS Elastic Block Store, we have completed volume snapshot. Today we'll see the lifecycle manager, and after that we will come back again into the restart portal and we'll start learning network and security. This five part we will be learning. This is our today agenda, and after that we will be having load balancing and auto scaling. This will again take 1 day maximum, and then the last day we will be moving up to the instances, types, templates. These all you will be able to learn, including the top three. So overall, the everything whatever it has been given under the EC2, we will be able to complete, right? Nothing to worry. You just verify. Let's say some of you are thinking like we do not remember the AMIs and AMI catalogs, right? So AMI is all about the templates, images, like Windows you are going to use, or Linux you are going to use, or Mac OS, or any software which are available in cloud. That is nothing but Amazon machine images that we used to call. In catalog means how AWS display that. So AWS gives you in four particular group. If you click here, you will be able to get quick start AMI, my AMIs, AWS marketplace AMI, community AMIs. The AMI is nothing but it is a template which will keep the software configuration like operating system, application server, and application which will be required to launch your instance. And after that we have seen volumes under the EBS. Volume is, you can say, it's a direct attach storage. Directly if you need to attach in your virtual machine, it is a persistent store, and it is also of two type: hard disk, solid state disk. And snapshot is a kind of backup of it. Backup in the sense, if you need to take the backup of your volume, that is nothing but snapshot. Now we are going to start with the life cycle manager. This is the third option under the EBS. So guys, once whenever we are talking about life cycle manager, it is all about an automation process of taking the backup. Automation process of taking the backup. For example, let's suppose you are working in a company. For example, are you able to see my pen screen?
Yes, sir.
So let's say this
Yes,
is
sir.
your work laptop. This is your work laptop or work computer. Basically, if you will go into company, you will be getting a laptop or computer where you will sit and you will start doing the work. So this particular machine, this particular computer will generate the data, Now this data, if you want to store somewhere, if you want to take the backup, let's say generally what do we do? Let's say 5 o'clock on the daily basis, your office close time of your office is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock your office will get closed. So before 10 minutes means 4:50, you are going to turn off your computer. You are going to turn off your computer by 4:50, or you are going to turn off your computer just before 5 minutes mean 4:55. So on 4:50, on the daily basis, you can automate a process, to take the backup. In that backup which you are setting up here to happen automatically, that is nothing but your life cycle manager. You can automate when to take the backup. Now what it will do, whenever we are talking about backup, means what it will do, it will just create the snapshot. So you can say life cycle manager is the automation process of creating snapshot of your volume. I may be correct, guys. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
got
if
it.
I
Yes.
if I'll just specify the same thing here, stating, um, what do we say, uh, uh, life cycle life cycle manager, basically it is a process to take the backup as snapshot snapshot in given time, in given scheduled time, you can say time scheduled time. So whatever the scheduled time you will give, it will take the backup automatically. Backup means the snapshot. Now not only this feature, it will be having somewhat more feature also, like you will be having the retention period also. Retention means, you can say, retention is all about what will be the duration of holding that backup. Retention is the duration of holding the backup holding the backup. It means that, let's say, you have taken the backup for 1 year. You have taken the backup of 1 year data, 1 year snapshots you have created. Now what is your retention means, let's suppose today is 15th of January. 15th of January. So today you have taken the backup, tomorrow you will take, day after tomorrow you will take 18, 19, 20, let's say 21. These backups you have taken. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and three more, you can say 22, 23, 24. 10 days backup, let's suppose you have taken. Now you are working on this backup, you are working on these backups. After 10 days there is no use of this. So what will you do is, let's say if you are taking the backup next day, if you are taking the backup of 25th day backup you are taking, and at the same day to 15th backup you are going to remove. This process, removing process, will go under the retention. Means this much duration of 10 days you are holding the backup, but 11th day, when the 15th day's backup will reach into the 11th day, it will go into its retention period, means it will remove from there. On 26 this will go, on 27 this will go, on 28 this will go. So what will happen, you will be having the new backups each time. In the last few backups you will go into retention period. Slowly you will be able to delete all these uh, uh, old snapshots or old backups. So exactly what life cycle manager is. Let's say the life cycle manager is a person who is sitting in between of your volumes, and he is creating the backup for you, and he is only responsible to hold this backup and to remove this backup also. Who is responsible? This life cycle manager is responsible when to create the backup, when to delete that backup. And this entire thing will happen through a automate process, that is nothing but life cycle manager. So life cycle manager is the process of creating snapshots and deleting the snapshot as per the user needs. I hope it is clear now to everybody. So now
Yes,
we
sir.
will try to see the same. So for example, if you want to work on life cycle manager, guys, So under the life cycle manager, as you can see, there is something called life cycle policy. Life cycle policy. So you all know whenever we are talking about the policy. So before going ahead with the policy, we need to understand what exactly the policy is. So policy is a document. Policy will be considered as a document all the time. Policy is a document which consists one or more than one permission. So policy is nothing but it is a permission. It consists one or more than one permission. That is nothing but your policy. And this policy will be having multiple types. Whether this policy you are using for what purpose, right? So overall this policy will decide when to schedule for backup, and this policy will decide when to schedule for retention. For both, guys, for both. In this policy who will decide? In this policy who will decide? Customer will decide when to take backup, when to remove the backup. So this will be decided by the customer, and for that customer needs to create a policy, and that policy will be known as a custom policy. That policy will be known as custom policy, in which you will be having some permission when you are going to create, when you are going to delete. Then we do have default policy. Default policy is all about your AWS policy, which has been created by AWS. Only you have to study that policy and you have to use that policy. All right, you have to use that policy. But guys, you need to remember one thing. Without a volume we cannot do the setup of life cycle policy. We need a volume, right? We need an EC2 instance for taking the backup, or we need a volume. So for example, here we need to create a machine, we need to attach a volume, and then we will be taking the snapshot on the given time.
Yes, sir.
Let's start here. I'll just launch one instance, and I'll just give the name of instance as a Windows Windows machine, and I'll click on Windows. And as you all know, I'll be taking Windows Server 2022 base, and the instance type will be T2 Micro, and the key pair name I'll be keeping here for life cycle manager. So I'll just keep LMK key life cycle manager purpose we are using, and here only security group allowed with the remote desktop protocol. 30 GB we are configuring, and after that we are just going to launch the instance. So what will happen? In this machine you will get 30 GB storage as a root volume, like we are getting Windows C, where we are keeping program files per file, all related the data which consist your operating system. That data we are going to keep into that 30 GB data. That is again a EBS volume. So here we can immediately verify whether our availability zone is US West 2C. So what we can do is, to create a high availability, we can just have one more volume. So what we will do is, we will create one more volume. We will click here to create a volume, and I'll create a volume of 2 GB, and I'll create this volume in US West 2C. I'll create this volume in US West 2C, and I'll give the name of this volume. Let's say here I'll write a name, and in the value I'll give, let's say, uh, production. Let's say in production, we are just using this uh, volume, right? The name of volume I have added production, or we can just keep VOL also, so that we can easily remember volume production. So we'll just create it. And as you all know, the volume has been created in US West 2C. And now what we can do is we can attach, as you remember, we can attach the volume to the virtual machine. So we'll select this volume, we'll click on actions, and we can click on attach volume, and we can select our instance, which is Windows YAM, and we can give the name of data volume, and we can just click here attach volume. Now your volume has been attached to your instance. If we need to verify, we have to go back into the machine. We have to connect this machine, and we need to just, what we have to do guys, we have to mount it. So here we will come into the RDP client, and we will upload the private key file which we have downloaded. We'll click here open, and we'll decrypt the password. This process you all know, we have done it multiple time, and you all know this process. So we will be able to connect it, and we'll give the password. The purpose here of creating machine and creating a volume is to mount that volume and keeping up some data, so that we can automate a process to get the backup, so that we will be having the output saying you got the backup of your volume. So how we will verify whether we got the backup? So if we keep something into the volume, let's say few picture, few photo, few data, so once our, you know, automation will happen, and it will create the snapshot, so we will be able to recreate the volume, and we will verify whether it is working proper or not. And you remember this is T2 micro, so obviously it will be moving little bit slow. So how to mount guys? Any guess? Anybody? How do we mount?
Go to device
Storage
management,
and disk management.
storage
Very
and
good.
management.
Very good. So here we have to go into disk management, and we need to mount the storage. So it is little bit slow because it is, T2 micro 1 GB RAM and one CPU. We are using it just for showing purpose. That's why I have taken this, but it will be working very fast once you will start using it with the, what do we say, with the Linux. If you will be using the same machine, it will be working very fast. It is slow when we are using the Windows. So disk 1 is visible, 2 GB. It is offline. Right click, online, right click, initialize the disk. Okay, and then allocate it. New simple volume, and we all know how to mount it. And this 2 GB data will come now. Okay, we will be able to verify now by clicking on, your file explorer. So here you can see this PC, we do have local disk C, which is of 30 GB and new volume of 2 GB, which we have created. Now we will be moving up to our work. The Okay, okay. So as per your instance, we will move to the lifecycle manager. Under the lifecycle manager, we will create a lifecycle policy. So as you can see, Amazon Data Lifecycle Manager will automate the creation, retention, copy and deletion of snapshot. It will create, it will do delete, it will just have retention, and it will copy your snapshot also. Right? So we will just see custom policies, and we'll move to the next step. So now just remember, you can target here. You can see your target resources. What you want to target? You want to target a complete instance to take the backup, or you want to target a volume? So for now we will be using a standardized format of volume, and we'll take the backup. I'll tell you how to take the backup of instance also, so no need to worry about it. So here we can see volume, and if you see here, If you see here it is a target resource tag. Target resource tag means, let's say if you give a common tag to 5 volume. Let's say I have given production volume 1, production volume 1, production volume 1, production volume 1 to 5 machines. So that group will get selected together. For example, here if you see, do not get confused guys, tag is a process of name only. And let's say if you have created a volume, you have created multiple volume. Let's say this is volume, and this is also volume, this is also volume, this is also volume. You have given department as a name, department as a name, and value you have given as a production. This is first, this will be the first tag. In the second tag you can give in depart name, you can give volume name, volume name. And here you can see, you can keep volume 1, here you can keep volume name v2, here you can keep volume name v3, here you can keep volume name v4. So if I need to select this single volume, then I'll use this tag volume in v1, I'll use this tag. But if I need to use this entire 4, I'll use this tag department production. So what will happen? At the same time, I'll be able to select 4 volume, and we can take the backup of 4 volume together. Did you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Or shall I repeat it?
Sir, please do repeat it 1 second.
Perfect, perfect. So let's suppose my solution which I am trying to explain is, let's say you want to take the backup of multiple volume, and you have created some volume here. This is your volume 1, this is your volume 2, this is your volume 3, this is your volume 4. Now you want to give the tag, you want to give tag name. So you know that we can give tag name, one tag or more than one tag we can give. One tag or more than one tag you can give. One more multiple tags you can give to one VM. So what will I do is, first of all, if I need to name these tags, name this volume, so I'll give my first name as a let's say production is my first name to this volume, this volume, this volume, this volume. For all these 4, I have given name production. In the second name, now name I have used, so I need to use another one. So let's say volume, and you can give the key here as a volume number 1, volume number 1. And here you can use another tag volume number 2, here you can use volume number 3, volume number 4, right? Volume number 4. If you want to see in your lab, I'll show you also in the lab. Now if I need to select production, so what will happen? Production I have used in all 4 volume, so it will select all these 4 volumes. But if I need to use only this, then I'll select this one, volume VM1. For example, let's see into the lab so that you will be having much more clarity. For example, let's see, if you go into the volume, what is the name of this volume? Can anybody tell me what is the name of this volume?
Volume production.
Volume production, right? Volume production. Now what will I do is, I'll just go to the tag. Tag is visible to you. Tag is visible here, tag option.
Yes, sir.
I'll go to the tags, and on the right side you can see there is an option called manage tag. I'll just click here manage tag, and I'll add one more tag here. I'll say this is nothing but volume number, and here volume, and here we can say either we can keep here volume number directly, volume number. Okay, so this volume number will be volume number 1, right? And I can save this. Now the first name is volume production. What will I do is, let's suppose I'll create another volume now, and I'll just create this volume also of 2 GB, or let's say 3 GB. And in the same availability zone used to see, and here I'll give the tag, and I'll keep here name. First of all, if I want that both should be the same group, So I'll keep here name, and here I'll keep production. Production. And second tag here, if I'll give volume number, volume number, and here I'll keep 2. Correct? Volume number 2. If I'll create this volume, so what will happen now? If you see now, sorry, it is volume production, name is volume production. I'll just keep here volume production like this. Okay, so you can see now both name is same. Correct? Both volume name is same, and but both names are different also. If you see this, and if you go in tag, you will be seeing it is volume number 1 under the production. But if you go to the second one, it is the second number of volume under the volume production. So if you select the tag volume production, both will come. If you select only volume number, then only one volume will come. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So if I'll go into the lifecycle manager, and if I'll just click here, it is telling which resource type you want to target. So here if I click, now it is telling name. So name, if I'll take production. So what will happen? Both two volume will come into this. Correct, guys? Am I right or
Yes, sir.
not?
Yes.
So I want that only one for now, let's suppose. So I'll just clear it. And I'll take volume number. So if I click here, so it is showing 1 and 2. Which one you need? So either you can select multiple target, or you can select a single target. And this is how we are using the tag name. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So let's say I'll select volume 1. Now it is just asking, whether what will be the purpose of your volume. So we can just give the policy description like we will automate, or we can say that automate the backup in 2 minutes, because we don't have that much time to check, right? So within 2 minutes we'll automate, and we'll check whether it is taking the backup or not, right? So we will take the backup in 2 minutes. That's it. And now what we will do is IAM role. IAM role is mandatory, guys. Here role is mandatory whenever you are going to use the what do we say, volume. So in the volume can be accessed by that policy or not. It means, let's say you have created the volume here. You have created the volume. This is your volume. This is your volume. This volume you have created. Now this volume can be accessed by the lifecycle policy manager. This manager can access your volume or not. This lifecycle manager can access this volume or not. For that, you need to assign a role. In that role, you will say, okay, you take the entire permission of accessing this volume. Like that, you have to give the role. We need to verify here whether default role will give the access or not. If it is, then that is fine. Next, we can add a tag. In here, we can give the tag of your policy manager. Let's say name will be your policy manager. Right, guys? If you do not get anything at any point of time, you please let me know. Right, so you can see here, you can enable the policy, you cannot enable, means you can use it, you cannot use it. It's up to you. So it has been given an option as turn on turn off kind of it. It is the status of your policy. So this is what the option we have selected here, and we'll move to the next. Now a value is required, 45 tags remaining of 45. What it is showing? It is showing some issue. Selecting this volume number, a value is required. Okay, so let's say volume number, and here I'll keep 1. If I'll add another one, fine. So this has been added here, right guys? We did not add last time. Perfect. We will just move to the next now. So here you have to schedule. See, this is the schedule details, and you can give the details here and it will start scheduling. So now, as per your reason, what will be the time, and you will schedule according to it. So we will be giving up the name schedule one, daily you want, or weekly you want, or monthly you want, or yearly you want. So if you need daily backup in 12 hour or in 1 hour, in starting at minimum is every 1 hour. It is showing every 1 hour, and starting at this point, retention time has been given. So starting our time is mandatory. What will be the time of United States? Just give me the 5 minutes or 10 minutes later time, guys. Oregon, US West 2. United State, United States, Oregon, US, US West time 11:23. Let's keep 11:30 p.m. 11:30 UTC. UTC time, let's see UTC time now 4:24. This time we have to give, guys, universal coordinated time, right? So it is 4:24, so we'll keep 4:30. 4:30 we will keep 4:30. Retention count, now it is asking, let's say for how many number of means how many what do we say, snapshots you want to keep, and how many you want to delete accordingly, right? So either you can give the age here, right? Expire from this tire, number of days here you can keep, right? And this will get if expire. Here we can give the count, let's say we will give 3, right? After 3 will be there, means today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow will be there, and after that, let's say fourth day, 2 day backup will get deleted, like that, right? This is the retention type I have given. And then we will review the policy, and will create the policy. All right, done. It is enabled, everything is ready, and after 5-6 minutes it will take the backup. So for example, in your machine, what all are the data we do have in the machine? What type of data we do have? So we don't have any data. So what we will do is, I'll create some folder here. Let's say I'll give the name of folder as let's say Sai Vihal folder, and I'll create one more folder here as a data. Let's say data. In data, I'll keep some data related to text file, new text file, and here new text file I have kept, and here on this file I'll type something. This is what I have typed, and I have saved it, right? So this text, if you open, this is still here. So now once it will take the backup, this data should come into the backup as per the given time. This is the process of data lifecycle manager. Is it clear, guys? Now after the given time, we will be able to verify whether the backup has been taken or not. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Anybody is having any doubt in it?
No, sir.
Perfect. So, what we have to do is we have to go to the snapshot and we have to just verify whether it is coming or not. So it will come as per the given time, UTC time 4:27. After 3 minutes it will come. So remember one thing, guys. Now we have taken the backup of volume. It means if you are keeping your virtual machine or if you are not keeping virtual machine, it does not matter. It will take the backup of the volume. Got it? So if you want to if you want to remove the sorry, if you want to detach the volume from the virtual machine and then you will leave it like the same, automatically it will take the backup at given time. So what should we do now? Yeah. So the next thing which we are going to learn, guys, this will work, nothing to worry, this will work because this is only the process that we do follow to create the lifecycle manager. If you need to check it out, again, lifecycle manager, what all are the details you have set up here, you can see. Here is the detail. The backup which you have taken for 1 hour and we have given 2 minutes, but we have taken 7 to 8 minutes. That's why it's taking time. In the backup, you are going to take up volume number one and you are going to schedule every 1 hour starting at 4:30 UTC. Okay, okay. Every 1 hour starting at 4:30 UTC. It means that 5:30, guys. It means 5:30. Am I correct? Every 1 hour
Yes, sir.
starting from 4:30 means uh, maybe the backup will come by 5:30 because after 1 hour there is no lesser time below than 1 hour. So I have selected for this option. So what should we do? Shall we modify it like 3:30
Hi. Yes, sir.
so that it will give us by 4:30? So here if we go to modify the lifecycle policy and schedule details, and here if I keep, let's keep 1 minute only. What is time now? 4:27. Let me reload it once to confirm. 4:30 a.m. Now it been 4:30 a.m. 4:30 a.m. So here we'll keep 3:32, right? 3:32 and review the policy and modify the policy. So 3:30, next will be 3:32 to 4:32. It will take the backup. Let's see. The time now is 4:30. And we can verify also by going into the snapshot. No snapshot is available for now. So again, we have to wait for 2 minutes. I've given 2 minutes just because, it should not become 4:31 here and we are giving till the time, so just given 2 minutes. Now the time will be 4:31 a.m. ah 32. Now it's become 4:32, guys, right? Shall we check now? So you know what we can do in future? In future, you can add one notification also. that you will be learning how to add notification. So once you will add the notification, you will get the email also at the same time stating like your snapshot has been created. It is showing no right now. Uh, let's wait for 1 minute here. 4:32 is the time. Means it is, I think it will take 1 hour only, guys. It will take 1 hour, it seems. Let's go back and verify. You know, in every 1 hour we have added. So maybe from now, from 4:32 to 5:32, it will take. Because as you can see here, no snapshot we are able to get. Owned by me, private snapshot, public snapshot, owned by me. Public snapshots are available like anything. Owned by me, no. Uh, every 1 hour starting at 3:32. As per the time it is 3:33. We'll refresh it once and again we will go back to the snapshot. Refresh, no snapshots. Volume 3 volume. So what we will do is, guys, we will delete everything and we will leave this 2 GB volume. We will check it. Okay. We will leave the resource as it is. Automatically we will check it by next 1 hour. Okay. Because just now we have created it, it is not even 1 hour. Maybe because of that it is not taking, but maybe in few minutes, in few hours, maybe it will be coming.
Sir, why can't we try manual snapshot?
Manual snapshot. You are telling manual snapshot?
Yes, sir.
Let me get the name. Who is telling first manual snapshot to take?
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya. Okay. Krishna Chaitanya, you are not present in last 2 3 days. We were taking all the time, the uh, manual only. Today we are automating. You know how to take the snapshot. It is the matter of few seconds. Select this volume, click on actions, and then move to create snapshot. Immediately it will get created. Correct?
Yeah,
Immediately it
yes,
will
sir.
get created.
Mm.
So the taking snapshot is very easy manually, but we are trying to automate, and we will try to check it after after 1 hour, because just we have created this. This is our policy in monitoring. If we see resource target count, no data, snapshot creation started, no. No data has been generated till yet. Tag we have seen. In UTC time, zone 3 hour, last 3 hour schedules, 1 hour starting at 3:32. But it should come within 1 hour. It should come, right? 3:32. Let's try. Let's modify. What is the time now? 4:35. 4:36 is the time. 4:37. Let's say if we keep modifying 38, we will keep 38. So here is your action, modify, and once again we will modify this. In the time we will select here 3:38. UTC time 3:36, 37 also we can keep, it is not that much. It is showing UTC means it will come the same time, no AM PM. I have scheduled, guys. Once again, I have modified the time. See, everything is right in front of you, whether it is working or not. So, why it is not working, as you all know, just because of 37:23 it been. We are late. We are late. Yeah, oh. When some output does not come, I seriously uh, feel like every 1 hour, every 2 hour, 24 hour is coming. Not less than 1 hour. 39, let's keep now. Retention count, let's keep 1. Sorry, 2. Minimum, let's keep 2. Advanced setting, we are not doing it. Um, let's check this time. 38:23. It is up 2 GB. If it will come right immediate. The time is 38:45. So I'm going to check it for last time, guys, and after that we will just move to the next part, and we will leave it as it is after 1 hour, because we have added every 1 hour. So maybe just now we have created, so it is not eligible to start within that hour. So maybe every 1 hour, 1 hour means where the gap of 60 minutes will be, then it will take the backup, right? So we will leave it as it is. And yeah, let's check the last time. No. Okay, let's leave it as it is for next 1 hour. Just using free tier for now. It will take the backup of volume. So if you go back and if you want that to delete this volume, you can delete this volume. That's not the big deal. You can first detach this. You can detach this and you can now delete this volume. You have to refresh it once. You can delete this volume, but if you delete it, how it will take the backup? Let's delete the volume number 2. Volume number 2 I'll delete, and now I can delete the virtual machine also, instances, and I'll just delete this also, right? Volume is there, it will take the backup of that volume. Okay, rather than leaving the machines, rather than doing everything, what is the data in that volume? Once it will get ready, we will create another machine to verify it. Our snapshot, if it will come, we believe like it will give us, right? So I'll
Yes,
do
sir.
sign out now. Okay, because volumes are here. My volumes are here, as you can see. This 30 GB is also deleted for now. Only one volume is there. Only one volume is there. It is showing available. Let me check. Action, delete, delete it separately. Okay, it is not there anymore. Okay, so only 2 GB volume is there. The backup will come in that given time, and the name of it is one only, right? Tags one only. Perfect. So we will log out it, right? I'll sign out it because we will start doing the next part to EC2. We are going to learn these 5 solutions. First one is network and security. Inside that we do have the first one, that is security group, second one elastic IPs, third one placement group, fourth one key pair, and fifth one network interfaces. So let's start with the first one, which is security group. Now, when we are creating the virtual machine, guys, please remember, once you click on security group, what exactly the security group is? Security group will act as a virtual firewall. It will act as the virtual firewall which will control the traffic for your instance or instances. Overall meaning is, let's suppose you do have, we are learning the security group, guys. Security group. What exactly security group? It is virtual firewall. Virtual firewall. It is virtual firewall for virtual machine. If you will not keep virtual machine, then it will become wrong, because only security group only we are using with the virtual machine. How it does work? Let's suppose this is your virtual machine you have created. In virtual machine there will be one network interface card. Network interface card. We used to call in traditionally we used to call it as a network interface card, NIC. You know how exactly it will look like. NIC, network interface card. Basically, if you need to connect one computer to another computer, we are connecting through the NIC. We will be using NIC, and then we will be connecting with the port and cable, and after that we will do the same into another computer, and by that we will connect. So a computer can have one NIC or multiple NIC, right? In traditional I'm talking. Let's talk about in cloud. In traditional, this is your computer. In computer you do have NIC for network. Now in cloud you do have this virtual machine. In virtual machine you will be also having NIC, but in cloud that we used to call ENI. We used to call elastic network interface. Here we used to call network interface card. Network interface card. Here we used to call elastic network interface. The purpose of these two is both. This we are using in traditional, this we are using in the cloud. So why I'm talking about this ENI here? Why I'm talking about network interface card? Here I'm talking about network interface card. Why? Because your security group, which is a virtual firewall, this security group further you will attach with the ENI, elastic network interface. Now this ENI will be in your virtual machine. So what will happen? If any traffic will come into this virtual machine, means traffic will come through network interface card. On the network interface card you are using this virtual firewall. In this virtual firewall is a set of firewall rule which will filter the traffic, now what traffic? Incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. You are going to filter it by using security group. Got it, guys? So if I'll create one more image here, it will clear everything. So if this is your virtual machine, in the virtual machine you will be having one elastic network interface card. In this card, in this elastic network interface, you will attach a firewall. As a security group. This is a firewall which is attached on your network interface card. Or rather than making like this, if I'll keep separate, because it is attachment. So this is your VM, and it is attached with one network interface ENI, network interface card, and on this ENI you have attached one security group as a firewall. So what will happen? Sorry, again one more mistake. This is your virtual machine, this is your elastic network interface card, this is your security group, right? Basically it will attach here, it will not attach here, but indirectly, you see, indirectly it will get attached like this. Okay, is it clear now? So what will happen? If any traffic will come, generally traffic will be coming through the network into the network interface card. So this, if traffic is coming, we used to call inbound traffic. If any traffic is coming to your virtual machine, it means that traffic will come to network interface card only. On the network interface card, you do have security group where you will be having some set of rules, like this traffic is allowed, this traffic is allowed, this traffic is allowed, this traffic is allowed, this traffic is not allowed, like that. Now how you will be filtering based on the protocol, like if it is RDP it is allowed, if it is RDP it is allowed, it is HTTP it is allowed, if it is FTP it is blocked, like that you will add few rules into the security group. So security group is the set of firewall rules which will filter your incoming as well as outbound. If any traffic is going out from this ENI, because this ENI will be there in your virtual machine only, so if any traffic is going out from your network interface or elastic network interface, so this security group, if it will go out, this will again filter what should go out, what should go in, what protocol should be allowed, what protocol should be denied. So by default, now I'll bring you to the default setup. I'll bring you to the default setup. Now, if I'll say the security group of your virtual machine, it means you please understand the security group we will attach to the elastic network interface, and that elastic network interface is the part of your virtual machine only. We are not directly connecting your security group to the virtual machine, we are directly connecting your security group to the ENI, elastic network interface card, right? Now by default, if you create a security group, if you create any security group by default, so inbound traffic, no traffic will be allowed, no traffic will be allowed, right? By default, no traffic will be allowed, no protocol traffic or protocol will be allowed to enter into the virtual machine. Default setup I'm talking about, right? And outbound, all traffic will be allowed, all traffic will be allowed, will be allowed, right? So in default, if you just create security group, this setup you will get. No inbound rule will be allowed, no outbound rule will be allowed. Clear? If you will create a customized security group, so it's up to you what protocol you want to add, what protocol you don't want to add. For example, let's say this is your VM, this is your VM, we are getting inbound traffic. By default, all are blocked. By default, all are blocked. So if you are bringing two protocol, RDP and HTTP, let's say, so you are saying allow, allow. What is the meaning of it? The meaning of it is this two protocol is allowed, and by default remaining are blocked, remaining are blocked. Understand, guys? And in outbound, all are allowed, all are allowed, right? Nothing is blocked, nothing is blocked here. But if you want to block, you cannot block, only you can allow, only you can allow. Basically, if you will learn, guys, if you will learn firewall, if you learn the firewall, basically in future in security you will learn the firewall also. Firewall, basically it is of two type. One we used to call stateless firewall, and second we used to call stateful firewall. Stateless firewall and stateful firewall. What is the difference between both? Let's suppose if you are having here, um, how exactly the firewall works, everything if you will see from starting. So let's say it will be having your, let's say this is your inside we used to call inside of your company, inside of company. Here you will keep firewall. Here it is outside internet. So if any traffic will go from outside to the inside, then it will block, right? It will block. This traffic will get blocked. Not here. It will block here at the firewall place, right? If any traffic is going from inside to outside, it should be allowed. You know what a company needs? If you will be having a question, what a company need? And outside means internet, inside means company or organization. Company, right? Organization or company. Now I'll change the color so that usually you can know what a company needs. A company wants first thing, outside people cannot access inside network. Outside people means if somebody is sitting outside here, so they cannot access the inside network. This should be blocked, right? This should be blocked. This is the purpose of using firewall. Second, inside people can use outside. Inside people can use outside. Means this permission should be here, this permission should not be there. Outside people cannot access inside, but inside people can access outside. But some of you will be thinking, if somebody will make a request here on internet, if it is allowed, so in response, it will also go to the responses should also go to the company or somebody sitting inside the company. So if outside to inside, it will be allowed if it is authorized. So this kind of setup a firewall basically will do for you. Are you able to understand it, guys?
Yes, sir.
So the communication is simple. Outside to inside, not allowed. Inside to outside, it is allowed. In outside to inside, if authorized, it is allowed. So how exactly this process works? So how exactly the firewall will work? So here is your inside. Here is your inside. Here will be your firewall. And traffic will pass from outside internet. So now this firewall will maintain one state. State means it will be having one table, right? As you know, in any office or any place, if you go, so security guard used to take the entry, like your name, your detail, for what you are coming, to whom you want to meet, like that they are taking the detail. So this state will take, if somebody is requesting to reach on, let's say 8.8.8, this is the destination from this source, let's say 2.2.2.2, from here it wants to reach to 8.8.8. So the request will go to firewall, and inside to outside is allowed, so what will happen, one traffic, let's say the name of this traffic is sync request, is going from inside, so type of request is sync, going from 2.2.2.2 reaching to 8.8.8.8. Like that, one record will maintain here. This record is maintained. Now this traffic will go to internet. Once the same traffic will return with the response to this firewall will check whether the last entry of your traffic is the same. If it is, then it will allow. Then you can say reply of your sync will go from 8.8.8.8 to 2.2.2 will be your destination. Now it will reach. So what you are doing, you are maintaining the state. You are maintaining the state for inbound and outbound both. You are maintaining your state for inbound and outbound both. Maintaining the state means You can allow or deny both. You can allow, you can deny also, but you are allowing because you are doing the work. So you are allowing this. But if anybody from internet unwantedly they will come here, so it will check whether their state is there in the table. If it is not there, it will block here itself. The request will not go inside the inside network. So basically AWS is having the same feature here, same feature, but they have divided into two parts. So for virtual machine, a network interface within the virtual machine, which we used to call ENI, for ENI they have given one security group as a firewall. In this security group only you will be using with the ENI and virtual machine. For network filtration, AWS has been given you in ACL. Network ACL AWS has given, right? That is for network. This is for virtual machine. Security group is only for virtual machine and NACL is for your entire network. Now, which state I'm talking about? Which state I'm talking about? So in security group in network ACL, in security group and network ACL, the difference is so simple. Here for inbound, nothing is allowed. For outbound, everything is allowed by default. In network, in inbound, here you can leave it for now. You can leave it. Just see this. So in security group, nothing is allowed for, going into in, but everything is allowed to go out. That is available. But you remember, if everything is allowed, if you are adding a rule in the security group saying RDP port number 3389, so if you are adding this rule here in inbound, it means that the same rule should allow in outbound, but here it is all. So this will come under the all, right? That's why the communication will happen from your local machine to virtual machine. For example, let's see. For example, this is your virtual machine and this is your physical machine, physical laptop. This is your physical laptop. Now if you want to access this virtual machine, in between of it your security group is somewhere connected with the ENI. So if you are making a request to this virtual machine, it is inbound. It is inbound and the protocol is RDP protocol, which works on the port number 3389, right? If you are allowing it, the request will go from your machine to the virtual machine where you will be having security group. It will check whether you have added a rule RDP 3389 source. You can give anywhere, can connect to this virtual machine. So you will make a request and you will be able to connect if you are adding this rule. By default, outbound is available for all. Outbound is available for all. Outbound is available for all, right? So that the communication will stabilize and you will start working on it. Clear, guys? Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear to everybody? हेलो, हाँ बोलिए.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
लोकेशन पे आ गए क्या? नहीं हुआ अभी. नहीं हुआ. हाँ. ठीक है अभी नहीं हुआ है डिलीवरी. ठीक है ओके ऑल राइट. So guys, this is what we are going to see into the practically. Now we will be seeing the same practically. Okay, so let's suppose this is your security group. Okay, if I'll create a security group here, I need to give the security group detail. Let's say I'll give the name. Let's say my network security group, my NSG I have given. And here you can say default you want to see, default. Generally what will happen without keeping up any rule? What is the default setup which you need? So in default, any inbound rule is there? No, right? But outbound is all, correct? This is default. By default, this will be available. If you will customize, you will be able to add few rules here. You will be able to add few rules. Okay, all right. Let's start from starting. If you go to create instance, I am going to instance. I'm going to launch one instance. Here I'll give the name of my machine. Just I'll keep machine 2 machine 2, and then I'll select Windows Server 2022 base. For now we are using Windows only, and T2 micro automatically it will come here. In key pair name I can just select Windows 2. I have given key pair name. I'll create here. Now under the network setting, if you click on edit option, here it is default VPC. Here it is subnet. You can select any subnet, but you can assign a public IP to this machine. This is the default setup. Right now we are learning about this firewall security group. As you can see, it has been mentioned. A security group is a set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. Specifically, it has added your instance, right? So you can add rules to allow some specific traffic to reach your instance. So here what you can do, you can give the name of your security group. So let's say I'm giving my security group, my security group. And in the security group, I'll allow two things. I'll allow the remote permission and remote permission and one more permission, kind of web server access permission. So we will be allowing web traffic, right? We will allow web traffic. These two permission we want to give. Now see, RDP is coming by default. If you want, you can remove it also from here. You can remove and you can add. You can click here to remove, right? But and if you need to add the same, you can just click here. Now you can see here by default coming TCP, custom TCP. So you have to select which one you need. These type of protocol you can allow or deny. Sorry, allow, not deny, only allow. So here all traffic you can directly allow, or you can allow SSH for Linux. You do have simple SMTP protocol, you do have DNS, STTP, POP, IMAP. These all are the protocols. Out of it, we need RDP, right? Remote desktop protocol. Now you have selected remote desktop protocol to access your virtual machine. RDP comes under TCP protocol, which works on the port number 3389 on the OSI model of 4, and source type. Now you need to define the source type. Who will be able to access RDP protocol? What is the source? Source means guys, let's say this is your virtual machine and here you are having your security group. Now if you are having your source here, means laptop, your network detail you have to add in the source. If you keep my IP, so only you will be able to connect this machine. If you keep 0.0.0.0/0 means everybody will be able to connect to this machine. If they know the IP address and the password of your machine, everybody will be able to connect. If you keep 0.0.0.0/0, we can try also. For example, here I'm selecting custom, so I'm not selecting anywhere. If I'll select anywhere, you see here it is showing 0.0.0.0/0 means everybody can access my machine which I am creating if they know the username and password, means if they know the IP address and password. But if I keep here my IP only, so it will take my machine public IP address. And if you see what is my IP, if you see my IP, so my computer IP automatically it will detect and it will take. So here if you see, here it is taking 124.123, 124.123.96.101. So the same here it will come 120, it is taking time. See, same it is showing 124.123.96.101. Same IP automatically it came here, right? So now what it will do, RDP will be allowed for this machine. My machine is source, means my physical computer is source for the virtual machine, means I can only connect to this machine. Parallelly, if you want to allow some other protocol here, let's say you want to allow HTTP protocol from only my machine itself, so you can add my IP. But this feature is there, plus custom feature is also there. In custom feature, if you want to allow few ranges, few range of IP, let's say 0.0.0.0 slash, let's say if any IP comes in C class or B class, they are not eligible, or only C class of IP can access, so you can add this one. Means my IP is not into C class, it means I cannot access. Like that you can keep the range also. This feature has been added here. Okay. And after that you can just create the machine. You can create the machine. So once after creating the machine, anytime, whenever you need, anytime you can modify the network security group. You can modify the network security group at any time. So if I'll go to security groups, and my security group which I have created, this one, and if you go to the machine, virtual machine now, so you will be seeing the security group also. This is the machine which we have created. If you go under the security, see details, status and alarm, monitoring, and here we do have security. If you click on security, you can see this is my security group which we have created, and here we have given 3389 TCP. Source IP is this one, and this is the security group where the protocol has been allowed here. Outbound all the protocol is allowed, for inbound only RDP 3389. If you need to modify, you can just click here. Here you can click. Once you click on the security group, as you can see, edit inbound rules. If you scroll it up, or you can see on the right side outbound rules, so you can modify which rules you want to add anytime. Once you will add it, it will start working. Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So I have given permission here, as you can see. I have given permission in this security group, saying I have to go into instances, and I have allowed this to connect with my IP. It means that I can connect. If I'll just see the RDP, if I'll show you the RDP of client, if I'll download the remote desktop file, and if I'll get the password C, I'll be able to connect. I'll be able to connect, right? Open and open, decrypt the password, right? And copy the password. Now we'll open this file, machine 2, will click on connect, and as per the security group rule, it will allow my computer to connect. It will allow my computer to connect. It will allow my computer to connect now. See, it is connected. But what if I'll go to security group again, if I go to security group again, and here if I'll modify it, if I'll edit the inbound rules, and here if I'll modify this custom value, let's say if I'll write here, um, uh, let's say if I'll write another IP address, not my computer IP address, let's say I'll write here 23.43.80.100 100 slash This is the IP address I have given. This is my IP address 23.43.80.100. This is my IP address I have written. Now /32 indicates you are taking a single IP address. You will be learning in detail once you will move into the networking about this 32 later on. It is not the size of your IP, guys. Please remember, it is just telling you are taking a single IP. Later on you will be learning about this in detail. So if I'll save this rule RDP, or if I remove this rule, automatically this machine will get disconnected, right? See, if I either adding up different IP or you will delete this, both will be having same meaning. If I'll save this rule, this is our machine. After few seconds it will get disconnected, because in inbound there is no permission EC2 instance, and your machine refresh it. See this is our machine, and if you will start doing something, opening, this will get disconnect, guys. After it, right, this will get disconnect. And if you can remember, some of you see, it is just showing but it will get disconnect, right? And uh, after this, if you need to modify the same security group, and here you go to security group, here you can edit the inbound rule, here you can add the rule. This will get disconnected, guys. I am telling you 100% it will get disconnected. It is not happening just because it is just taking few seconds time to come up. It is just taking time because it is going into setup now. Whenever it will uh, get the traffic, it will get disconnected, because first time it was allowed, so it is connected. And inbound, outbound, both, because outbound by default it is allowed. Outbound, if you see, it is allowed. And if we edit both together, it means that you are cancelling out all the traffic, right? Let's say delete this, save this rule. Now there is no traffic which is allowed to connect this machine. No traffic. And it will get disconnect. It will get disconnect. Now we are able to work for few seconds. Maybe for a minute you can work, but it will get disconnected. Right? For 1 minute, because if you guys are not believing, I'll just disconnect it once and then I'll try to connect it again. You will be seeing it won't connect now. It more RDP client and get password. See, upload private key file. Take this, open and decrypt the password, right? And then download the remote desktop file. Open this, connect. See, it won't come to ask the password, guys. It will be coming as it is only. This will be keep moving for so much time, and after that you can see remote desktop can't connect. It is coming, right? It can't connect. If you go back to instances, security group, and if you modify the rule, if you modify the inbound rule saying I want to connect with RDP, remote desktop protocol, port number 3389 from my computer only, from my computer, not with your computer. So inbound we have allowed. Sorry, it is outbound. It's okay. Inbound we will add the same rule. RDP from my machine. It should connect now. And for outbound, as you can see, we have modified for my IP, but we can just modify. uh, Here we can keep all the rule as it was default, right? All traffic, right? we can allow for anywhere. This is the destination. Means your virtual machine can reach to anywhere, right? So now if I'll connect my instance, it will say yes, permission is there and it will be able to connect so far. So for example, if I'll click here and click on connect, and if I'll give the password, it will connect now. See, it is connecting. So security group is a set of firewall rules which will filter your traffic, inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Not only this, if you are, if you are, it is not having internet, it shows. It is having. If you are using, web server also, guys, if you are using web server, for example, um, Windows PowerShell, we are going to search Windows PowerShell. And if you need to install Inging server on the same, paste this command, right click. So many things unwantedly ads and all are coming. This is our PowerShell. In whatever the command we have copied, Ray, it should take it. Okay, we'll open again. Let's close this, minimize this. This is T2 micro, that's why it is, taking time. PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. Okay, let's copy again and come back. Right click, left click. It's not working. Install Windows feature hyphen name web server include management tools, because if you type something will miss, so it will show error, right? So in the machine itself we have to install. So this is PowerShell. Now we have copied from there. It has been copied and we can hit enter. So now your IIS server will install, and on this IIS server you will be able to verify the HTTP protocol, right? So whether from your machine, from my machine, we will be able to verify, right? This part we will be able to verify from here. Okay, so guys, let's assume this is installing. Let's assume right now we have allowed RDP. But for your website, if you need to test the website, whether website is working or not, in that sense, if you will use the security group, so here in the security group, under the inbound rule, you have to allow other protocol which will be your HTTP, because we are using for web server, you have to use HTTP. If you want to use secured HTTP, then that will be HTTPS, that you all know. Who can access the website, guys? Anybody, anywhere. IPv4 means right now that website can be accessed by anybody. If I'll just keep my IP, so only I can able to access the website. So first time I'm keeping my IP, right, and I'll try to access. I have modified the security group. Parallelly, I'll verify whether it has been installed or not. So it's showing 30%. 30% only, 44%. It's increasing. So once it will be completed, we will copy the public IP address of the virtual machine. We will try to test the web server is working or not as per the security group. After completing it, the next feature I'll tell you just after it. The next feature I'll tell you just after it. Guys, are you able to understand the things whatever I'm explaining?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please confirm if I'm just taking sufficient time to explain the things multiple time, and trying to visualize the things, trying to show you the labs one by one, so that you will be able to understand everything. All right, so 92% is, the place where it does take much more time. Seriously, you guys will think I am saying wrong, but 92 is only the place where it will take much more time. Ah, done. Wow, perfect. It's done now. Let's verify. Let's copy the public IP address of the machine. Let's copy the public address of machine and check whether the test page is coming or not. Let's verify these HTTP or HTTPS. So we will keep here, it is HTTPS, so I'll just keep HTTP only, and we will be able to see this is visible, right guys? You all can see it. You all can see the test page is coming for me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you try in your computer. It won't come, correct? If I'll give you the same IP address and if I'll tell you to try, let's say this is my IP address, this is the web server. If I'll tell you to check, if you click on this IP address, it will not come. Check it out now. Everybody can check now. It won't come, guys. Why it will not come? Because of the security group. If you go to the security group, if you go in the inbound rules, if you see here, the port number 80 is allowed only for my computer IP. Are you checking it, guys?
Yes, sir. It's not coming,
It's
as you
not
said.
coming, right? It's
Yes, sir.
not coming. But if you will modify it, if you will modify the security group now, saying if you edit the security group inbound, saying HTTP should be allowed from all the source. So cancel this, select all IP address, select all IP address here, all anywhere IPv4 save rule. Now you can access, I can access also. Now if you check, it will come for you also, for me also.
Yes, sir.
Coming, right?
Yes, sir.
Coming, guys, everybody, please
Yes,
check
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. This is one thing. And the second thing is, let's think whenever we have created the virtual machine, guys. Now I'm bringing you to the next topic, which is the elastic IP. Elastic IP security group is done now. Let's talk about the elastic IP. So AWS is a company of Amazon. It is the cloud service provider. Now, when it comes to the public IP address, guys, who used to give the public IP address? IEEE used to give the public IP address. IEEE sell the public IP address basically. So first of all, AWS will purchase some IP address. Let's say they have purchased 20 lakh IP address, or let's say 2 lakh public IP address. Public IP address, I'm telling. AWS has purchased. Now, when customer create one machine, so out of this 2 lakh IP, it will assign you one IP address. Let's say 22.33.44.55. This is the IP address that has been assigned from per customer. Now, how many AWS is having? 1.19 1,99,999 IP this AWS will have. One more machine somebody will create, so that time it will have 1 lakh 9. Let's make the simple example, na. Why to keep in lakh? Let's say they have purchased 10 IP address only, but they are purchasing in lakhs, right? Just they purchase 10 IP address here, like something 1.2.3.4, 3.4.5.6, 20.1.2.3 like that. They have purchased 10 IP address, that is public IP address. Now customer has created one virtual machine. Out of these 10, it has assigned to this customer. Second IP has been assigned to this customer. Like the same, now AWS will have a very less IP address. If 10 machine will get created, so now they will not have the IP address, right? But if somebody will delete here, somebody will delete here, somebody will delete the machine, then this IP address will get released and it will come into this table again. So if AWS is having so many number of IP, let's say 2 lakh IP address, so customers are here. If customer will take one IP address, so it will become one less from here. If customer will take 2 lakh IP address, it won't have. So if customer will delete the machines, all the machines, so it will get the IP address, right? This is the first thing that you need to understand. So what happened? What happened when customer will get the public IP address? When customer will get the public IP address from AWS, if customer get any public IP address, it will be dynamic. Dynamic means it will change. It will change. Let's say you got 23.1.2.44. This is IP address. You have created the machine. Now if you reboot the machine, this IP will get changed to, let's say, 200.40.1.2. This is the next IP address which you got. Why it is happening? Because AWS wants to maintain their list of IP address, because they do have limited IP address now. That's why they don't want to give you the fixed IP address. They want to give you dynamic, which will keep changing, But if you need, basically, you are somebody who is looking to host your website. For website, you need a fixed IP address. But what AWS is giving in virtual machine? A dynamic. So they do give a feature called elastic IP address. Elastic IP address. Under the elastic IP address, you will get public IP first of all, plus fix the IP, which will not change, and which is chargeable. So if I'm talking about charge now, remember what is elastic IP? It is public IP address plus static, means fixed one. Public IP plus static one, it is elastic IP address. Elastic means which should be public IP address and it should be fixed IP address. It won't change, so that you can map with your domain further. For example, let's see guys. For example, this is your virtual machine which we have created. This is your virtual machine which we have created. What is the public IP of the machine? Can anybody tell me what is public IP address of my machine here? Can anybody tell me?
35.165.
This is the public IP address, 35.165.200.197. So it is public IP address, but it is dynamic or static?
The dynamic.
It is dynamic. How to verify? Let's say I copied. I'll paste here. I'm just keeping this IP here. I'm not doing enter also to check. I'm just keeping IP address here. Now what will I do? Just for your purpose, just for remember, think it is starting from 35 IP address, right? What will I do? I'll go to instance state. I'll stop this instance, or I'll reboot. So I'll just do stop. I do stop. Let's see. Once you will stop this instance, guys, once it will get stopped, this has been disconnected. Of course it will get disconnect. So if you will just refresh and you check it now, refresh and check it now, refresh, this IP will get released from here. It is not getting, but it will get released from here. because it is stopping. That's why it is available till now. The time it will come stopped, that time you will not see this IP here. It is taking time, you know, sometime it does take time. चाय आपका ठंडा हो गया था, तो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, एक बार एकदम गरम गरम चाय लाएंगी क्या? तो लिफ्ट से ही तो जाना है।
यहाँ कोई नहीं ना, साहब बोले तुम चाह रहे नहीं था, यहाँ छोड़ के सब गए, मैं हाउसकीपिंग वाले को भेज दूँ। दिन में आप चाय नहीं पिए ना।
हाँ, तो उस दिन का भी आप पिलाइए आज मुझे।
ऊपर जाएंगे बोले और गए कि नहीं।
ठीक है, मैं जाके पी लूंगा, आप परेशान मत होइए, ठीक है? Sorry guys, can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So can you see the public IP place is free now? No IP address is visible, right? Because it has been stopped. It is dynamic, that's why it has been left out. So if I will see, check it, no IP address is available, right? Let's instance state, start the instance. I have restart the machine, right? And now you see, refresh it. Ah, we got the IP. What is IP, guys? 52.31.86.186.65. This is different IP. Last IP was 35.165.200.197. And now what we got? 52.41.186.65. Got it?
Yes,
It
sir.
is changing. It is changing, right?
Yes, sir.
See the output. Last time we were using this IP, so our server was responding. But now this IP, 35 IP will not respond, right? Because now which IP will respond to your server? This one. Now your
52.1.
server will come on the 52, not on 35. So from some place, let's suppose, see it is working. 52 is working and 35 is not working because the new one is 52. New one is
Ananda Neda.
52. So for example, guys, let's suppose you have created a machine. In here you got the IP address. One is 54, which is working now. Let's say 54.0.22.14, something like that, in 35.1.2 something. This is not working, this is working now. This IP, last time, let's say you have a domain, right? You do have a domain. Your domain is, let's say, example.com, and you have mapped with 35 dot something IP. That time it was working. Once you reboot the instance, once you stop and start the instance, then this IP will get changed. It means that this example.com will not respond now, because this is responding. So manually what you have to do, manually once again you have to go to the GoDaddy, or if you are using or something else, you have to go to there and you will visit this place example.com and you will map with the 54.0.0 something like that. This new IP you have to do if it is dynamic. This is the problem we are facing. So AWS gave you one solution that is considered as a elastic IP, which is the second one under the network and security. Can you see the elastic IPs here? Can you see this, guys? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can
sir.
see.
So this is your elastic IPs. If you create the elastic IP, you have to just allocate elastic IP from the same region, and just you have to allocate. Just you have to allocate. If you need to add a tag, means name, you can give, either you can leave it. Just allocate. Either I can give a name also, so that you can remember name. And the name of this IP is elastic IP, right? Elastic IP. Elastic IP separate. Neither it will be elastic. Okay, so this is the new IP address you got. 44.22.91.95. Now, this is your fixed public IP address. This is your fixed public IP address. If you will attach this IP to your virtual machine, so the last IP which is there, it will get removed, it will get detached, and this will be working as a fixed and permanent IP address. So let's suppose if you click on actions and you can click on associate elastic IP address to your virtual machine, which is your machine 2, and if you associate here, so what will happen? The 44.22.226.91.95 will be the IP address of your machine. See, 52 is visible. Now once you refresh, it will become 44.226 now. This is your fixed IP now. This is your fixed IP. Now if you see the 52.41.186, this will not respond. This will not respond, and 35 will not respond. Both will not respond. Then who will respond? This one will respond. 44.22.226 will respond now, and this will respond always. It took HTTPS. This will respond now for always. This took HTTPS. See, responding. And some of you will be thinking like, I am not stopping and showing you again. The IP address is same. You can just stop this machine also. Stop this machine. There won't be any What happened to this? Refresh.
I think it's 1 hour is almost done, sir.
Very right. So if you stop this time, if you stop this machine, it's been 1 hour. It's been 1 hour. That's why it is coming. But now if you stop the machine and restart the machine, IP will be there only. It will not get released also. Okay, clear guys? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So remember, when we talk about pricing, so elastic IP address is not having any additional charges. Let's say if you are purchasing a virtual machine or if you are renting a virtual machine, the price of VM will come along with the public IP address also. If you are getting $8 per month, $8 per month if you are getting, it means that within this $8, the IP address charges are also there. IP address charges are also there. If you are using elastic IP address, it means that your public IP address of machine will get released first, then this will be added here. So overall you are using only one IP address, so it comes into this charge only, not additional charge. But if you create a machine, you are using a public IP address here, separately you have created one elastic IP address, you did not associate to this machine, that time this IP will get charged separately, this will charge separately. I hope you understand. So one concept comes through this: if you are using elastic IP address, if you are using it won't charge, no charge. If you are not using, then it will charge. Are you understanding this concept, guys? This is the unique concept. Don't think that I'm writing wrong.
One
It
more
is
time.
correct only.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Could you explain one more time, like pricing about price?
Okay. So, see, if you do have a virtual machine here, you will get one IP address, let's say 10.20.40.54. This is your one IP address. This is your one IP address. You will get this IP once you will create the virtual machine. This you will get once you create the virtual machine. So you will be paying for it. You will be paying for it. You will be paying. Once you restart your machine, or if you reboot your machine, then this IP will get changed. So you will be getting another IP, let's say 20.10.1.2, another IP. Now this will be chargeable. This will get released. It means that it will be chargeable. Like the same, you will be chargeable. You will get a charge of one IP address only. And now you started using elastic IP address. You got one IP address called, let's say, 10.20.30.40. Now this is a fixed IP address. Once you have created this IP and you have associated to this virtual machine, this process, creating elastic IP address and associating to this virtual machine, means you are using this IP address now. Once you will be using, there is no additional charge. The charge will come as per your VM charges, whatever it is coming. But your VM is separate, where one IP address is also there, and you are creating elastic IP, but you are not using that elastic IP address. You are not associating with your machine. Then you will get charged separate for the IP which you are using in your machine, and separate charge for that elastic IP, because you are not using with the machine. You have purchased only, but you are not using. That time it will be chargeable. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Perfect. So the next 3 point, the next three topic which is pending out of it is placement group, key pair, and network interface.